Hey guys, I'm Ryan from Team Envy Counter-Strike. I'm the entry fragger, and today I'm going to tell you why my daily routine is super important to me and how it helps me succeed every day in Counter-Strike. My routine each day is super important to me only because I think recently I've realized why it's so important and how it actually benefits me to follow one versus being more loose, right? So I think building a routine is something a lot of people struggle with, really finding what they want to do with the time they have and finding like what effective way to use it. So the reason I think the routine is super important, I found recently that waking up and having like this routine I'm following has benefited me individually in like being more fresh and like ready for the day. When I come to practice, I'm super like attentive and I want to be there and I want to listen and I want to learn. I want to like critique, you know what I mean? I want to get criticized. It's just, I think the whole idea of being ready for the day and having that like fresh start to the day that you can like rely on, and then getting to your practice and having that nice mindset, you know what I mean? It's just super beneficial for like your teammates to have like players like everyone like that and having a like productive environment. A lot of people in the gaming industry especially, right, have the gamer schedule where right before practice you wake up at 2 p.m., get on, you practice, right? Feeling sluggish all day. It's not like efficient, you're not getting the best out of yourself, so practice isn't gonna be as good. And I think it's super important to have a good sleeping schedule. Normally, I try to shoot for like 7 to 9 hours. It's just super safe. Anywhere in that range, you feel really good after you sleep, you know what I mean? I think it's really benefited me individually, right? And like our whole team, with practicing. Our practice is more focused. We've gotten more done. I think it's just something that's really benefited our team as a whole. I think it's important for gamers to get off their butts and like do something, right? They're sitting here gaming, especially for me, I'm working 8 hours a day. Like I have to practice for super long times, me sitting here in this chair. So I think it's super important for us to realize that and like do something about it and like get out and like try and get to the gym. I go to Gold's Gym, which is like a mile-ish away from the apartment, so I walk there. I think the walk is also super important. I think the small walk in between my apartment and the gym, it's like a good walk, you know what I mean? So I think it's really nice to get out of the house, do something, walk, get some fresh air before I have practice, have my mind fresh, have a fresh attitude for the day. The best way for me to do it was really finding a time that I can wake up every day and I'll have time before I practice. Give yourself that time to figure out what you want to get done before you go and you get like your work done, right? Whether it's practicing for a team, whether it's school, because a lot of you are going to be in school, whatever it is, give yourself that time to get stuff done and get yourself on track for the day so you're more productive during the hours you need to be productive in. Super small stuff a lot of people don't think about, especially when you're grinding in the lower divisions for Counter-Strike. A lot of people don't understand that balancing grinding the game is just as important as balancing like your outside life. Normally in the middle of practice we have an hour break for food, and normally during that time it'll be 4 or 5 p.m. like standard dinner time. We'll try and do something together. That's the biggest key, right? Is building our team chemistry outside of the game. So whether it's go and grab food somewhere together, we go back to like we eat somewhere, but the idea is we like spend the time together, we eat food, we relax, we talk about like we spend our time talking about the game, oh this happened today, this happened, blah, 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 this is how we fix it. You know what I mean? Like just workouts, iron some stuff out, and really spend the time like wisely. I guess it's the best way to word it. I don't think changing your routine is bad. Like I think it's fine for you to be able to adjust your routine as fit, right? Like sometimes something might not be working for you and it's okay, and like it's just how it's gonna be, you know? Don't be afraid to switch it and like try new things and really like find what works for you, because everyone's different, right? So I think that's super important, is finding what works for you and like what suits you, right? So yeah, guys, those are my tips for creating and building a routine and why it's super important. I think a lot of successful people in the world, they all follow one, and there's a reason why, right? So don't underestimate routine and the power of it. I think a lot of people do, and I think it's just super important. So yeah, those are my tips for becoming a better gamer. Thanks, guys.